Okay. So if I type in toxic, because you don't type in toxic AK, you just type in toxic. This came out in like 2018, if I can remember. 2017, 2018, and you look at the prices, what do we see? Well, apparently this is now worth around $23. The biotas seem to match up to it, but thanks to my extension, I can see more. And what do we see? Oh, the facade has broken. This isn't genuine interest. This is all an act. It's a manipulation, it seems. But to verify that, we've got to look at the sales history. And what do we see? Huh, that's a little bit strange. It's only been going up. What's all this about? Well, what have I told you? Not many of these exist. What have I told you? That it was perfectly accessible to manipulate. So, Toxic AK, yoinking that. And what do we have right here? Came out in 2018. I have massive brain rot. I knew that off by heart. Apparently, there's only about 2,600 of these in circulation. That is a perfectly fine amount to just grab as much as you can. And then, well, what do you see? Hardly any of them on the third-party sites at the moment. So a group of people jumped in, grabbed as much as they could from the Steam market, from the third-party sites. There's nothing out there. And ever since then, they've been pushing the value up. So, like I was showing you right here, these buy orders, you wouldn't be surprised if I sat here and said, it's a very decent chance that the people who put these buy orders down are also the people that have all of these listed as well. They're not actually trying to purchase these, rather they're trying to make it seem as if it's worth that price. Now, I get the feeling they probably did maybe do a few purchases just to make it seem a little bit more legitimate, but that doesn't seem right, does it? So I'm under the impression that that's just a manipulation. Unless there's a big streamer or a big YouTuber using the skin. Yeah, no. I don't think it's influence. I think it's manipulation. Influence is, oh wow, my favourite streamer's using that skin. I want to use it too. And yeah, there you go, influence. But manipulation is, we want to trick people into believing this is a valuable skin. And we're going to make it look that way. So that's the big main difference, if that makes sense to all of you. We're going to be seeing a lot of these, by the way. It does happen quite a lot towards the end of the year because a lot of people like to hide it as many skins rise up in price towards the likes of post-Christmas and whatnot. And, well, you know what? We could probably talk about the current state of the Steam market at the moment, especially during November. So, yeah, it is right now almost the 7th of November for me, but basically you could say the first week of November. And, the usual suspects on the front page, blackout, whiteout. If I look to page 2, maybe we'll see some other interesting skins, blackout, whiteout, track and rage, grass ruggy. It's usual suspects. So, okay, that's cool. That's just normal. They're constantly in demand, constantly on the front page. Nothing surprising about that. But if we were to take a look at some of the skins that came out somewhat recently, because if you take a look at the Halloween stuff, actually, no, let's go week 1 first. Week 1 should be how we get this started. As I said, as predicted, as I've seen many times in the past, all the Halloween skins, except the fridge is still holding up, they've all gone down in price. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. They've all gone down in price. Even the likes of this Grim Farm garage door right here. There you go. I've got this all nice and prepared. This is now down to $2. If you can remember, it was $3. Now, there was a little bit of a period of time where it was selling above $3, and everybody's like, ha, Hedge, you're wrong, ha, ha, ha. No, I was right. You just had to wait at least about 2 weeks, and there you go, dead. Now, it's not dead, but again, holiday themed skins, they don't hold up very nicely when the holiday is over. And what happened? Down in price. How low will it go? I don't really know. It still has quite a lot of support, but will it stick around? Will the person right here buying them at $1.22 still want to buy them at $1.22? Because I could imagine that, as I've said before, this is still expected to have a nice post-Christmas momentum, if that makes sense. So this will reach a low point at some point this month, usually towards the end of November, but then it will pick up. Then it will go up in price. Maybe this will push up back to $3 again, but it would not surprise me if it goes down in price and probably never ever reaches $3 again. That happens to a lot of the brand new Halloween skins. The main issue with this is it looks amazing for Halloween, but for most of the year, it's not Halloween, is it? For most of the year, it's not October, so this struggles. Also, people just don't seem to care too much in regards to Halloween skins. When you make a comparison to like, say, Christmas skins, people care way much more in regards to Christmas-themed skins and whatnot, so it's probably not looking good. If you did manage to acquire a bunch of these, I would definitely consider trying to sell them in January whilst you can, because it's a bit 50-50 if it's actually going to go back up in price. And it is a bit weird because, like, you can see how that suffered. And, yeah, some of these have also suffered a fair bit, but that's down by 35%. It's lost a third of its value. You look at week 2, and what do you see over here? Well, that garage door isn't suffering, no. So, yeah, this has held up ever so nicely. I told you. You people can't help yourselves. Cute girl on a garage door, I've got to buy it. I need her. She'll protect me. I need. But yeah, I'm not surprised by this. Now again, I can't instantly say, yeah, it was an instant success. But like, this actually just instantly went up in price. And well, I'll be honest with you, I don't think it's going to go below its rust price. I think this has been a bit of an anomaly. The prices are all stable. Like here, the buy orders did push up. Now, there's not a big fat buy order above like $3 and whatnot, $4, but like it's still doing very good. But again, leave it for another week or two. Will this still go below its rust price? It could still happen. Remember, most Halloween skins, brand new Halloween skins, they tend to be at their lowest towards the end of November, but then the change happens, and then it gets the post-Christmas momentum. So, well, for now, it's holding up, but again, just see how it is. But if it doesn't really go down in price that much by the third week into November, maybe you might just need to jump in and buy a couple, because maybe it's only going to keep going higher. And don't forget, the likes of this skin, the skin creator themselves did verify that they do plan to make the likes of a Christmas one. So Mariah Carey, Santa hat on a garage door, wouldn't be surprised. So yeah, all I want for Christmas is a garage door. Right, so don't write that on the door, please. You what, please? So things are holding up quite nicely, but like those were the Halloween things, and well, I mean, holding up quite nicely is a bit of a thing to say. They are basically following the expectations. Some still seem to be holding up quite all right, but their supply on the Steam market is like very low. Like this still only has 24 on the Steam market. But hey, if there's hardly any quantity on the Steam market, all the better for it to rise up in price. All I see is 1. If people suddenly feel the need to want to buy this, suddenly it's going to go up in price ever so easily. But this only just came out. Maybe we're going to see a whole lot more of them appear on the Steam market. Buy orders, they're only going up so high, so you've got to keep an eye on these things. Another thing I should point out, the pumpkin bow. Glow-in-the-dark pumpkin bow, nobody really wanted it. Loads of people loved to tell me that they didn't like it. Pay to lose. There's only 8 of them on the Steam market. It's actually managed to retain its value because there's hardly any of them that have been listed. Do you reckon that might have a random turnaround and suddenly become valuable simply because there's hardly any of them on the Steam market? If anything, there's like hardly any of them in like existence. Only about 4,300 of them were bought. Now, there might have been more, true, but there you go. We thought that this potentially could be a candidate for manipulation. I still do. Only 4,000 sales during times like this is fairly ridiculous. So, and we just talked about that toxic AK just a minute ago, and that only had about 2,300 buy orders. So, I mean, that's it. That's perfectly fine. That's easily accessible to grab everything and then make it seem as if it's valuable. So, yeah, the more you know. So, anyway, that's Halloween. Even Scarecrow's gone down a fair bit. We did say that. We knew it was going to happen. It'll probably only go down maybe by about 25% maybe. And it'll rebound, end of November, start going back up in price. It'll probably maybe go up to about $1.50 in January. We shall see. Loads of people love to point out and say, Hedge, surely this is nice, affordable desert camouflage armor. Maybe. Maybe other people would prefer to spend a little bit more for Sand Rhino, so... Again, that was a whole thing in the past, so yeah, expectations are being met, but she is a bit of an anomaly, so we'll keep an eye on that one. What about like skins that came out quite some time back? Like, what about when you go further back? Because when you look at the skins that came out like a month ago, everything here is doing quite alright. We recently got the likes of the Brutalist sheet metal door. This got a boost from there. Maybe we'll see a collection being made. Maybe we'll get the armoured single door with transparency as well, like a broken hinge. That'd actually be pretty funny, but yeah, if we keep seeing more of these deplorables being accepted, well, maybe the likes of that sheet metal door will also spike in demand, spike in price. This is selling a lot less compared to that. The fact that this has sold like, well, at the current rate, I think that sheet metal door is only going to do about 20,000 sales, which seems ridiculous compared to the fact that that did 30,000-ish. And also, we do not have a freely accessible glow-in-the-dark see-through mesh transparent sheet metal door like that. This is special, and it's only got 16,000 sales almost, bare minimum sales. So I would reckon when loads of people return to play the game, we're already seeing progress. Gains are being made, much like what we saw last year. When you look at September, October last year, down, November, it was only a little bit, but everything is routine all over again. The routine is starting all over again. November is where we start to see a little bit of growth. December is where we see some noticeable growth. Okay, so when loads of people return to play the game and they see the likes of that sheet metal door, which has now disappeared, I think that's going to get bought out. I'm feeling very confident in that. I still want to do my abnormal barders first, just to be safe, but I wouldn't be surprised if barders go all the way up to $4. I do still expect at some point in the future we're still going to have the Bombshell sheet metal door, which will also be glow-in-the-dark and see-through mesh, but if you remember the sheet metal double door, that only had so much transparency, so maybe this will still trump that. But for now, we know that TGG can only have a new skin every 3 months. This is going to be uncontested during the likes of post-Christmas. This very likely will easily go up in price. How much by? It's debatable, but we'll leave that for Wednesday. But right now, simply based on the sales it's having, or rather the lack of, things are looking very interesting on that. There's a lot of context to throw out at you, but I'm pretty sure you probably feel a lot more confident in it. And based on the Twitch drops, if we quickly hop over to here, so yeah, there's a collection for this now, if you want to wear. If you go to the Rust Workshop, if you look at collections, TDG has produced this Twitch Rivals 4 collection. There are more skins out there, but they're slowly being added. I haven't seen a sheet metal door. I haven't seen any. So maybe everything's lining up ever so perfectly for that. So something for you to consider, especially if you're looking at the current week skins and thinking, what should I buy? What might be a good investment? Well, at the moment, that's looking pretty good. But it's abnormal. So abnormal barders first, then we'll look at the sport afterwards, and then we feel even more confident to consider buying into them. So, cool. So, yeah. Garage doors getting a nice bump because of that. I went on a weird tangent there, didn't I? Thunder Gold's doing quite alright. Recently just got the boots and gloves. Will we see tier 2 being accepted? I think a lot of people would greatly appreciate that. And at some point, will we see hoodie and pants being made? I think a lot of people also appreciate that as well. Chameleon SAR, well, you've been doing quite alright, retaining your value. One of the only SARs to do so currently. As you can see over here, this one's doing alright, this one's doing alright. Oh look, it's Redemption and Chameleon. Who would have guessed? Me. Throughout all of this year, basically. Loads of people want the nice and shiny collections so they can put them on their weapon racks. But also, Arctic Skull, what's going on there? Arctic Skull, if you can remember earlier this year when it first came out, we made a big fuss about this in regards to not everybody can afford the likes of a comic SAR, can they? $11.50 at the moment. But you know what? There is another SAR that came out earlier this year. It's a lot more approachable, a lot more affordable. It's only $2. It's mostly white. It's got a much more useful aim sight. I wouldn't be surprised at the likes of that Arctic Skull SAR right here comfortably rises up in price this year. We saw the likes of this getting a lot of interest initially. It did die down a fair bit. There's only so many of them on the Steam market. They're not that expensive. You could still jump in on the likes of this. I feel very confident that the likes of this and maybe the other skins from its collection will be bought quite a fair bit because not everybody can afford the comic skins, which are basically pure white. And don't forget, when you remove the ammo and reload it, you basically take his jaw out, the skeleton right there, so that's pretty cute. But yeah, it's done a pretty decent job retaining its value. It's basically already gone past the worst of it, so yeah, remember, most Rust skins this year, they were at their lowest point the beginning of October, and since then, it's just been comfortably rising up in price, and it's already up by 60%. Beginning of last month, it was down to about $1.20-ish right now, as you can see here. Well, it's up $1. There you go. Cool. Cool. That's nice. Interesting. Very cool. So yeah, that's holding up nicely. This is still struggling, unfortunately. Custom SMGs. It's more about the actual weapon itself rather than the skins. Gun demand. Remember, if people aren't actively wanting to use the gun, well, then where's the justification for the skin? Therefore, lower skin prices. So just take a look at all of these, and you'll even see the Redemption custom SMG still struggling. Awkward. Even Blackout. Okay, so yeah, satchel charges, we've talked about that. Why do you want to skin something that's going to explode and like just a few seconds later, it's pointless to have a skin. And you just take a look at all of these and, well, there you go. They're all in the negative. All the more recent ones. Ronin Roadside Gloves still holding up so nicely. Maybe we'll see the hoodie and pants being accepted soon. As of now, still holding up, 50% up. Very nice, very cool. furnaces, we've talked about that, and concentric MP5, not exactly super in demand. The collection MP5s never did get that much of a boost with the buff they had. Awkward. I know. If we're to take a look over here, what do we have? Well, Bombshell sheet metal double door did go up in price ever so nicely, based on the fact that that Blizzard ID double sheet metal door Twitch drop was given away for free, literally like 2 or 3 weeks before this was this came out. Not that many people felt compelled to jump in and buy this, did they? And because of that, because there's hardly any of them now on the Steam market and whatnot, it's easily gone up in price. So congratulations to everybody who listened in on to me. Do you know what I did? I just thought, you know what, I'll just stick with doing a buy order. I couldn't spend money, unfortunately. So whoever did buy in, whoever did succeed with the likes of this, props to you. I hope I helped you out if you were listening to me and whatnot. But yeah, look at all that. No resistance. Oh, it's probably going to go even higher. But maybe only so much, because I'm pretty sure plenty of people did get the Blizzard ID double sheet metal door. So again, maybe we'll see a whole lot more new people probably buying Rust for the first time ever during the Christmas sale next month. And maybe they'll feel the need to buy something like this. So we shall see. So Ronin's holding up quite all right at the moment. These skins, meh. What about the week before this? What did we see? And Redemption is still holding up, very nice and shiny. Altar Collection, oh, that's a fair bit awkward. I thought that was going to do better. That's a shame. Pirate Thompson, didn't sell that much. Very comfortable at the moment. Pirate Collection, what about you? How are you doing? Well, some of you, oh wow, that's gone, what? Is this glitched? I think this is glitched. 90 down, what the hell? Yeah, it's glitched. It was glitched. Don't worry about that. That was weird. Ooh, I'm not sweating. It's got big fat quantities though, so again, it's still better than what it was like a month or two ago. So yeah, but like, what the hell? What the hell's this? Now we do see these mistakes appear in the likes of the Steam market, so maybe that's transferring over to SCMM. Maybe. Pirate AK is still very nice and comfortable. Only 35 on the Steam market. Remember what I said. Based on the fact that the Blackout AK-47 is like $10+, even during bad times, well, the likes of this, well, it's mostly black. It's got the cool crossbones and whatnot from the Pirate Collection all emblazoned over it. It's got that useful red aim sight. It's a lot cheaper than the Blackout AK. There's next to no resistance. Will this actually achieve the price I expected? Will it go up to about $3+? Exactly like what I mentioned in regards to the Arctic Skull SAR. People will look for budget options, and if there's only so many of them available, all the better for it to rise up in price. So it's not too hard to understand, I'm sure you can probably get that. And UAP Pilot, I'm still confused by this. It has ridiculously low quantities on the Steam market. It still gets acceptances, and well, is this going to be something that's just going to randomly snap and then suddenly everybody buys it because it appears to be expensive? Now, that wouldn't be a manipulation. It'll be just down to the fact that there's just hardly any quantity in circulation. Right now on the Steam market, this furnace only has 32. There is nothing there. 20 purchases, suddenly it seems valuable. But again, when you look at the likes of this, the UAP Pilot door, look at that. What do you see? Well, $1.20, but then you look at the amount that's there. There's nothing there. There's no resistance, no big fat quantities. Easily could go up in price. So there's definitely some weird things going on here. But again, post-Christmas time, what might happen to it? This is like a time machine. You can look back to this video and, well, this is what it's like now. What's it like in 2 months' time? Hey, future people, how you doing? So, cool. What's that? We'll close that. We don't need that. Okay, cool. What about over here? What do we have? We got the Abyss Tier 2, and we got Pug Rock. Oh, yeah. Okay. So, when I was looking at all the rock skins that came out, so let's just go back to this point. So this was about a month and a half ago, middle of September. I looked at Pug Rock, and I thought, he's cute, but I'm not sure if he's going to hold up all right. Towards the end of its time in the Rust store, when we did the abnormal barders, I actually looked at it and I thought, you know what, this has not sold that much, especially when you compare it to all the other rocks that came out this year. If you can remember, with the likes of the Capybara Rock, it did like 32,000 bare minimum sales, Hamster Rock did 35,000 bare minimum sales and whatnot. But the Pug Rock, which looked just as goofy, I mean, look at him. He's so fat and wrinkly. How could you say no? Well, that only did 15,000 sales, like half the amount of this and this. And I looked at it and I thought, surely that's going to do all right. Yes, it did. Look at it. Look at it. So, Pug Rock right here. Get a good look at him. There's only 56 in the Steam market. On average, every Ruskin on the Steam market should have around 100 quantity. This is now $3. You look at the quantities listed. Well, you got 10 there, you got 11 there. And after that, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 1, 3, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2. Nothing. Nothing. So, orders are getting stronger. What do the sales look like? I wouldn't be surprised if... what do we... Yeah, there we go. What's Hedge alluding to? Well, the lowest point was around here, beginning of October, as you can see, and then ever since then it's just been rising and rising and rising in price. We are past the worst of it, as I made a video talking about that last week, and all the skins now are just basically rising in price. So this Pug Rock, right now, he's $3. What's he going to look like in 2 months' time, when we're fully in with the likes of post-Christmas? When all the kids have returned to play the game and scream and shout in the game, they've got all their Christmas money, they're throwing it at Ruskins. Could this go even higher? Well, we shall see. Let's hope they like dogs, I guess. What about over here? What do we have over here? We've also got the likes of the Abyss Tier 2. We had a we had a video talking about this, didn't we? If I can remind myself, I can scroll down to over here. It wasn't that long ago. There you go. Abyss set assessment. I was under the impression that I still expected it to rise up in price, if you can remember that. And, well, if I quickly hop back over to here, has it gone down in price since we saw the likes of the hoodie and pants being accepted? Because, of course, with every new core piece being accepted, the pre-existing core pieces will rise up in price. This is right now selling about just under $4. And, well, yeah, it was higher. It was higher before. But it's not exactly cratered. It's not exactly, completely descended downwards. No. It's only gone down. So let's go about here. Let's say around here was the price there. It was kind of selling for when the hoodie and pants came out. Since then, it's only gone down by about maybe 10, 15, 20%. It's kind of stagnating as well. And of course, it's very likely to go back up again. So, if you're looking at the likes of the Abyss collection, I'm still thinking it probably will be rising up in price pretty nicely. 91 quantity in the Steam market, that's not ridiculous. An 11 and 23 quantity, well, that's not doing any favours, but it's still looking very appealing. And again, please remember this. A lot of people weren't around when it first came out. A lot of people are going to jump back into Rust around December, January time, and they're going to be surprised to see, oh, damn, I thought Abyss Collection only had deplorables like doors and boxes, but there's a full armor set for it now? Damn, I probably want to buy that. Quite a lot of people will be doing that. You might be thinking, oh, surely not. Well, imagine this. We have usually 100,000 people playing the game. You don't think at least maybe 10, 50, 100 people might think that? Well, there you go. So just consider that. With what we see here, it looks very stable. What about the other skins? Well, we take a look at the likes of those. So the other tier 2 pieces, let's go take a look at these. And with the likes of the vest, there's only 36 on the Steam market. There's nothing there. How low has it got? Well, it went down a fair bit, but it's been stagnant. If anything, that actually looks like it's starting to trend upwards. Yes, it is. Like, it's up by like 5%, but it's getting there. It's beginning. So, the coffee can, right? 13 sold in the past 24 hours. Thank you for telling me that. And if you look over to here, nothing there. There's no resistance, no big fat quantities. Barders are still there, nice and strong. And if we look at the sales, well, it did go down a fair bit since the hoodie and pants were accepted. Hasn't been that dramatic. It's still looking like it's gone down a fair bit, but much like with the road sign pants, it will go back up again. So that is the expectation. It definitely looks like this collection is going to work out quite nicely. Let's just no, my SCMM, I deleted it, damn it. Come on, live. There we go. So if you could also remember, we also had some issues in regards to the likes of the tier 3 armor, because that sold so much more in regards to tier 2 and hoodie and pants, didn't it? So you see how on average, like the hoodie and pants, well, that's got like 14,400 bare minimum sales and 14,200 bare minimum sales, and you compare that with the likes of the kilt here. Well, this has like 2,500 more compared to these two. But that's a lot more closer compared to the likes of the tier 3 armor. Tier 3, bare minimum sales, 28,000 for the face mask and 26,700 for the chest plate. There's a lot more of these in comparison to these and these, so awkward. But even then, I'll stand by it. I do think the tier 3 armor will recover to the point where they'll sell for their rust or prices again. So chestplate, I'm pretty sure it will go back up to $2 again, and with the likes of the face mask, $2.49. So right now, this is currently selling for $1.40. And as you can see, when we looked at the other Abyss armor pieces, what did we see? They had much lower quantity. But remember, there's so much more of these in comparison. And well, that 27 isn't doing it any favours, but other than that, it's not that much there. It could comfortably rise back up in price again. And remember what I said. A lot of people probably don't even know this exists, and they're going to be surprised when they see it. Especially the face mask. That's pretty cool. The teeth. So yeah, just some thoughts. Not everything's going to be super perfect. Not everything's going to magically rise up in price, especially when you've got walls like that. Don't do that. That kills momentum, all right? Don't do this, especially during post-Christmas. Don't just be lazy and unload everything on the Steam market. Sell them in batches, small batches. Ride the wave of momentum because you'll make so much more profits. If you do things like that, you're only ruining your own potential profits. And you're going to get many other people upset with you. And you're going to have a lot of people undercut you. And the price of the skin will go backwards instead of upwards. So, yeah, not good. So, I still expect it to work out. After all of that, it could easily go back up to $2.50. There's not that much there. So, it should all work out eventually. It should. And, yeah, so, as I was saying earlier, everything that we've basically discussed is all routine. Many Rust skins went down in price during the likes of September, October, November, and it's not too hard to correlate and understand with that because, of course, you see the player counts going down quite dramatically when you make comparisons to the likes of August and July. Plenty of people playing during the summer, but what happens? Kids go back to school, go back to college and whatnot, but they do return for December. And this, you could see this with every other year. Essentially, we start off the year very nicely, post-Christmas time, but then around March, April, we tend to dip a fair bit. But then things kind of recover around the summertime. But then, after that, autumn, fall seasonal dip, things go down. But then everybody returns around December time. Post-Christmas happens. You get plenty of people. So we have Ghoulie here with a bit of a graph. Where's that? All over here. Thank you again, Ghoulie. He is a moderator in my streams and my Discord server and whatnot. This might be a little bit awkward to see, but this is probably the easiest thing to take a look at. So essentially, you will see everything start off very nicely. Things dip down around springtime. Things improve with the likes of the summer. Things dip down for autumn, fall season. Things recover for December, January, February, the beginning of the year. So, yeah, that's just a very easy visual. It go up, it go down, it go up, it go down, it go up again. And repeat. Didn't he say that in the server? Oh, unbelievable. Thanks, chat. Thanks, guy. Here we are. What a horrible thing to see, but yeah, he posted this and I just kept it very brief. Start of the year, we start the year on the high note. It goes down by springtime. It goes up for the summer. Autumn, fall seasonal dip eventually happens. But then we lead towards the likes of Christmas and post-Christmas momentum, and we're back to the starting point again. And repeat, over and over again. Rust skins are very, very routine. The whole economy is not too hard to understand. So, yeah. What else is there to say? Chat, I haven't looked at you enough. I'm very sorry. Are you still alive? I'm so sorry. Low Poly Thompson Workshop has the worst... sorry, chat. You know what? This could probably turn into a video. Do you want to say hello to YouTube? Hey, YouTube, how you doing? We might as well turn this into a video. So, Hedge went on a ramble again. I'm sorry. It happens. I get so absorbed. Hi, YouTube. How you doing? Hey. Was this a video the whole time? Apparently is, yeah. It just happens. Why not? Screw it. It can be now. I feel like there's a lot to say there, and I think a lot of people will take that in. I think a lot of people understand how everything from here and now is only going to get better. But remember, good times don't last forever. Post-Christmas will probably start to cool off around February, and it will very likely be dead around March, okay? So, consider this. Sell your skins around January time, wait it out, and you could probably buy your skins back in March for a much cheaper price, with all the profits that you made. So yeah, that's for you if you're not that much of an investor. But if you are an investor, you can still do that. So yeah, and of course, you could probably get some cheap bilders down like the Christmas skins. If you've seen, you've seen my inventory. I put out a video today talking about this. You could notice that I have got quite a lot of Christmas skins. If you look around, where am I looking? I've got gingerbread double door right there. I've got the likes of. This is actually hard to notice. Where are all of them? It's like Where's Wally, or for Americans, Waldo. Yeah. There you go. I've got the sleeping bags here. I bought these for like 70 cents each. They're $1.54 now. Yeah, they go that low because it's not Christmas. Got to learn from this. Christmas is different compared to Halloween. There's so much more investment and demand for Christmas skins when it's close to Christmas compared to like the Halloween. So much more. So yeah, yeah. I got my goofy little Rudolph. I can't. Go away, this stupid thing. Yeah, go away. You're not the star of the show. I got my goofy little Rudolph like sleeping bag there. So yeah, plenty of things, but I bought them all for super cheap during the year. More specifically, I picked up a whole bunch during March and April time. Will you see the future of the Hardsuit collection? Well, I'm sure you are very well aware. If I can just quickly hover to here, I'm currently keeping track of all the newest skin submissions. And what did we see being submitted this week, Mr. Wazar? We have seen version 4 attempt for Hardsuit Tier 2. So if you are a Hardsuit enjoyer, get on your knees and start praying. Maybe it might work this time. This is like, I think this is actually the 5th attempt, which is very weird. I'll show it to you real quickly. Face Punch did accept all the other core pieces and boots and gloves, but for some strange reason, they do not accept Tier 2 constantly. Look at all of this. Look at all the attempts. Tier 2, Tier 2, Tier 2, Tier 2, and Tier 2. There you go. It just kept happening over and over again. I don't know why they kept turning him down. But yeah, I didn't show the core pieces. Hedge moment, sorry. Back over to here. Here you go. Yeah, hoodie and pants. Tier 3. Boots and gloves. We're Tier 2. No, Tier 2. Sadness. Depression. So yeah, who knows? But maybe it could be this time. And we'll talk more about that tomorrow when I do my Rust Workshop skin checks. Oh, yeah. Well, at the moment, we're currently at 62 skins. Over the course of the next 8 hours, I do expect another 30 skins to appear. Yep. Any more? Right. Well, give it some time, and yeah, we'll see some more. All right, then. So, I hope that was optimistic. It should be. I'm sure you can understand that... we're not doomed. You know, a lot of people thought everything was ruined. A lot of people thought Rust skins were doomed. I was just like, guys, it's all routine. I'm talking like around September, October time. People thinking it was over. No, this just happens. Wait another month or two. Everything will be all right. Guess what? Everything's improving now. Wow, who would have guessed? Me. I kept saying it constantly. I picked up so many skins during September, October. It's ridiculous. But hey, I knew what was going to happen. And that's definitely something we're going to have to consider as we approach the next year. Because whilst things might look super amazing in January time, those same skins, well, look at them in just a couple of months' time when it's March, April. And then even later down the line when it's autumn, fall season again. It's definitely some things I had to take into consideration. And, well... I've got a lot of skins to sell, don't I? Oh dear, I'm not looking forward to this. But it's got to be done. It's got to be done. We've got to try. Maybe I don't sell everything because I still think it could go up in price very nicely. Graffiti collection, that's a good shout. Might want to hold on to that for a fair bit longer, but yeah, we shall see. So yeah, when is Redemption Revolver going to be accepted? It might be one of those random skins that gets accepted in a future Complete the Sets. I wouldn't be surprised by that. We might have another Complete the Sets for May time next year. We did have one this year very randomly, but I'm not opposed to the idea of having 2 Complete the Sets every single year. I think a lot of people would appreciate that, so we shall see. Hey, yeah. Oh, don't be so mean, Mr. Sindai. He's the person who's in charge of everything. Don't say that. He has a lot of variety with his picks. It would be nice if we could get some reasons as to why he picked them, but he doesn't have to, and he won't, so... Shut up. Oh, well. All right, that was a good ramble, so I hope you enjoyed that, and I probably will wrap that up for the video. So, chat, do you want to say goodbye to YouTube? Do you want to wave goodbye? Bye, YouTube. And to all the YouTube people, just stay strong. January's just around the corner. Well, more specifically, December, because December's when we sell our Christmas stuff. So, December 1st, sell Christmas stuff. January rolls in, sell everything else. Sounds good. Catch you all later. See you, goodbye. Catch you all later and see. When I speak for a very long time, I lose the ability to speak. So, anyway, sorry about that. See ya. Bye.